Penalty situation. At the line for two.
Game over. Game over. Wiz win. Finally back in the win column. Wiz Nation starts right now.
We can the ball, we can the ball, we can the ball on them. We going hard, we coming strong, ain't giving no warnings. I'm bringing this pressure, ain't giving up. You gotta keep fighting till the clock is up. Cause we are the wizards and we do not panic. We fight for your standing, the fans gon' be cheering. We can the ball, like no other needs to play. So you know we ready for whatever. And greatness always wins, so we gon' fight until the end. We the district, we never scared, so let the games begin. Cause we can the ball, we can the ball, we can the ball. We ready to ride, down, roll, we don't back down. And they doing it cause this is our town. Being with the step back in the crossover, we ready.
What's up, Wiz fans? I'm back. It's me, Karen Mingo, and this is Wiz Nation. You know, I've been away for like over a week because they've been losing games, disappointing me, getting blown out. So, now I'm back. We're going to talk about the Pelicans game later on, but I do want to talk about my time off. Because when we played the Nets, I said I can't do that. Same with Portland, because those were two bad losses that we had. So I said I didn't sign for this. And like, can't be sitting here losing like this. And I wanted to do a show when we played the Clippers. Y'all remember the Clippers game where we won? We came out from 24 points down. And I fell asleep in the second half. I was like, what did I miss? So I'm like, dang, I was kicking myself when they won that game. So you know, and then the Toronto game on Friday, I was going to do a show if they won, but they didn't. So, but here we are. I'm back again, and let's get started. If you remember, I was there the game against the Pelicans. I was there tonight. So first quarter, it was all about Otto Porter. I'll talk about his numbers later on, but he was on fire in that first quarter. 16 points in the first quarter alone. But I think we were up by 8 points one point. Then Pelicans went on a run because you know Pelicans, they're gonna come back and run and score. Because during the game we had to pick up the pace with them, you know. And then you know Randall, he was killing us in the first quarter. He was in the post. He had like 12 points in the first. And both teams, it was same thing last game, but it was back and forth. Both teams shot over 60% from the field in the first quarter. But that second quarter, at like every shot they hit, it was like a layup, whether it's in your face, wide open, whatever. It was so. In the first half, it was tied 68. I'm like, we knew it was gonna be a ball game, but at least we didn't give us 70. We did in the previous two games against the Clippers and the Raptors. But in the third quarter, it was no sense of urgency in the third. They went out on a 6-0 run in the beginning of the third quarter, and at one point they led by as many as 8 points, and then we got back in the game thanks to John and Otto, good defense, steal, everything. And then I think we were down one going to the fourth. So I was like, well, this is it. I'm like, you know, I get nervous. I've been nervous all year long in the fourth quarter. But Rivers, I will get to his numbers, but he was on fire in the fourth quarter as well. But then, you know, We know Nikola Mirotic, the shooter, he was catching fire. Once we go on a run, I think 1 point they cut to like 2 or 5 points, 1 point. But the key to fourth quarter was the hustle plays. We were defending the paint, getting steals, fast break points, all that. And that pretty much that helped us win the game. And now here are numbers. Player of the game, Otto Porter. And like, this was the Otto Porter that we needed to see. 29 points. He missed 3 shots. 12 of 15 shooting. 7 rebounds, 2 steals. And like, he was everywhere. Defending, picking, choosing spots, and like making shots. Like he was like the Otto Porter of 2 years ago. Cause that's what we need. If Otto gets it going early and often, that makes us a dangerous team. And John, did his thing. Cause he was taking over in the fourth quarter. Not in the fourth quarter, but most in the third quarter when we were on our run. He had 22 points, 7 boards, 8 assists, but only 5 turnovers. He was careless with the ball a lot. But I did hear he stepped on his ankle on Florida. I didn't see him with limping, whatever, but he'll be fine next game. And Rivers, Austin, then this is what I need from you, Austin. 18 points. You missed 3 shots. We made only 1 3 though. Because we need you to get to the rim every single time. Because every time you shoot, it's like brick, 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 brick. I'm like, just get to the hole every single time and get your confidence up making shots. And like, that's how you build your confidence up. Get to the hole like 3-4 times, making it, and then settle for a shot. You know what I'm saying? So this is probably your best game since the Miami Heat game 2 weeks ago, if you remember. So big ups to Austin. For the Pelicans side, Randall, he was a monster. 29 points, 15 boards, and 7 assists. I know if Davis was playing, like if Davis didn't play, but if he played, I don't know what would happen. He would have those numbers. Because Randall, he was one of my free options from summer because he was a wizard. I'm like, dang, he could have really helped our team well. And Mirotic, he was on fire too. 24 points, 7 of 12 shooting, 5 of 9 from the 3-point line, 9 rebounds. Cause I always call Mirotic, he's the international version of Steph Curry because you cannot leave that man open at any cost. Like, where you can't leave him like 1 feet, 2 feet. You gotta get a handle on him and stay up on him because he will make you pay every time. And the key to Wiz, 70 points in the paint. I'm like, that's what we need. Like, get to the rim every time and score inside instead of shooting for 3-pointers like we did in Toronto, where we shot like 47, 48 times from the 3-point line. I said, that's too many threes. If you cut it down to at least 25 or 26 with shooting better efficiency, we should be good. But the Wiz bench, and including Keith Morris, he had a good game. Well, the bench, bench had 39 points, and I can't remember, he got 13 points. Anyway, so I kind of like Keith being started on the bench because it's solidifying the second unit perfectly. But I did want to start Jeff Green over Oubre. I will talk about that later on. And so, we shot 56% from the field, so that's good. And we held Pelicans to 47% from the field. So that was great defense, Wiz, because I think we gave up like close to 60% from the field in the first half, and they played better in the second half. So that was impressive. And here's the stat I want to talk about: 10 for 29 from the 3-point line, and so 29 threes attempts. I said that's good, but I think that should be our max, our minimum 3-pointer attempts. 29 threes. We did shot 34%. In the Pels, even though they gave 11 threes, it made 10 to 31. That's 35%. So if you can defend 3-point line like we didn't do against Toronto, we should be perfect. And we were +2 on the boards because there was no Howard, no Davis. It would have been a rebounding fest if those two play. But we got rebounding them 45, 43, and also 30 assists for the win. So that's what we need. And steals, we had like 12 steals, and Pelicans had 10 steals. So we were getting out in transition every time you get steal, because lead to fast break points. That's what we need. And I know we had like 9 blocks, cause I know Tommy Bryant had a couple blocks, Otto Porter had blocks, Wall had one. But here's my only negative before we get to break. Here's my negative. We missed 11 free throws. We were making them free throws in Toronto last night. We were 12 for 23 from the free throw line. Shot that's 52%. So, and the Pelicans 17-21, 81%. So we need to work on your free throws from next game, because we got a Rockets team we're gonna talk about later on. But we're gonna take a little break, and we're gonna talk about my headlines, which got make up for from last week. So keep it locked. Welcome back, Wiz Nation. It's that time again. It's time for headlines. Alright, first headline I want to talk about is, what is wrong with the Celtics? I'm like, so they are 10-10 on the season. I'm like, y'all supposed to be the top dog in this conference. Y'all supposed to like be the threat to the Warriors and everybody in the West. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, they benched Gordon Hayward for a 6-man. They started Aaron Baines or Marcus Morris, something like that. So they should get together, because we should not be too worried about Boston. They'll fix it. If it is not fixed, then we have a problem. Then the balance of power has shifted in the Eastern Conference, because Toronto, Milwaukee, Philly, Indiana are just running away from the Eastern Conference right now, especially Toronto and Milwaukee. Those basically going to see the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference as of right now, but we'll see. And speaking of Toronto, Milwaukee, who would have thought they'd be the top 2 in the Eastern Conference after like for the first 7-8 weeks of the season? Like, no one saw this coming. People ask me Boston, Toronto, but Milwaukee was the forgotten team. So, but anyway, next, is the Warriors saga over? To me, yes, it's over. Like, Durant and Draymond, they passed all this, this beef they've been going on the bench. They won 2 in a row. They beat Portland, beat Sacramento. And Stephen Curry, he returns to the lineup, possibly one against the road trip against Thursday in Toronto, which I'll be watching Thursday night. So, if Steph comes back, along with Draymond, they should be back to being the Warriors. Because the Western Conference has been not up and down, but shaky. Because you see Memphis be number 1, Clippers number 1, the Blazers number 1, Nuggets number 1. Every time whoever loses or wins, they go up and down, up and down, up and down. But now that Steph come back real soon. When speaking of Steph Curry, he got into a freaking car accident, but he's okay. But Warriors, they'll be all right. I'm not too worried about Warriors. And let's talk about the Cavaliers. I know everyone's talking about can they beat Duke and all that. They need to stop all this comparison to these college teams to the NBA. Like, the college, they're a bunch of they're students, not pros. So you remember, as a Wiz fan, remember how we were terrible? They said we can't be Kentucky. So what kind of question is that? How you can compare students to pros? So that making sense. And now back to Cleveland. they had 2 impressive wins in a row. They beat Philly on the road, which was their first road win of the season. Cause they beat Philly thanks to Miss Kendall Jenner showing up to the game. That's the reason the Sixers lost, because she showed up. Simmons, Jenner, they dated for a while and they broke up. You know how to go, the Kardashian curse, you call it. Like Tristan Thompson, she dated Khloe Kardashian, and now it's a curse. So if you date Kardashian, then you know it's a problem. It's gonna be a curse. So they show up to one of your games, you're gonna lose. And about the Rockets, I wasn't watching the game because I was there at the game tonight against the Pelicans, but they beat Houston in Cleveland. Like, that was impressive. But they didn't have Chris Paul. They rested him, but he should play tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Monday night against the Wiz. So we will talk about that later on. But Cleveland, nicely done. 2 wins, and that kid Sexton scored 29 points tonight. So I was impressed. I like that kid. He's got a bright future in the league. So those are my headlines. We're going to take another break, and we'll talk about the next upcoming game against the Rockets. So keep it locked. Now, welcome back, Wiz Nation. Before I get to the preview of the Rockets game, which is Monday night, when I was heading home, I heard about this Dwight Howard situation. It's been going on for hours. I'm like, what do you do? What's going on here? So I don't want to know about it. Wherever it is, it's nothing to me. So it has to be fake or something. It can't be real. So I ain't gonna talk about it or nothing. So let's go to the Rockets preview. Now we take on the bearded one, James Harden, and we could see Chris Paul because he rested on game against Cleveland, which they intentionally lost. So it's gonna be a tough challenge for us. Cause we beat the Clippers, good and West. So if we beat the Clippers, we can beat the Rockets. We beat them last year. Remember, we smashed them by 20 points last time, if y'all remember. And they got no Carmelo Anthony, who got released a couple weeks ago by the Rockets. I don't know where he's gonna go to. So can't wait for tomorrow. Hopefully, we can finish the month strong, go into December, and try to get back in the playoff race. So that's it. Thank y'all for watching. Oh, and by the way, big shout out to the people who I saw the game tonight. Big shout out to Julie and her son. Shout out to my man Jeff and his son and his daughter, which I'm playing your son in fantasy, which I'm beating you at in fantasy. So, and big shout out to my man Joe and Becca who I saw during halftime. If you know Joe, he was on my show. He was a guest on my show during the schedule release show. If y'all can check it out. And Becca, she's one of the hosts of Locked On Wiz podcast. So check out the podcast. It's best podcast I listen to every day. Where's in my car, my room, whatever. So that's it. Thank y'all for watching. Love you guys. If you want to follow me, it's at Cam Mingo on Twitter. So thank you. Good night. See you Monday. DC family, we are out.